who's the third guy? And he says the third guy is Sean Hannity. And apparently there is an audible gasp in the courtroom, and the media goes bat. Here is Sean Hannity explaining his relationship to Michael Cohen. This is cut 13.
Michael Cohen never represented me in any legal matter. I never retained his services. I never received an invoice. I never paid Michael Cohen for legal fees. I did have occasional brief conversations with Michael Cohen. He's a great attorney, about legal questions I had, or I was looking for input and perspective. My discussions with Michael Cohen never rose to any level that I needed to tell anyone that I was asking him questions. And to be absolutely clear, they never involved any matter, sorry to disappoint so many, matter between me or third party, a third group at all. And my questions exclusively almost focused on real estate. I've said many times on my radio show, I hate the stock market. I prefer real estate. Michael knows real estate. So in response to all the wild speculation, I want to set the record straight here tonight. I never asked Michael Cohen to bring this proceeding on my behalf. I have no personal interest in this legal matter.
So all over TV, they're calling for him to resign and slinging insults at him. Alan Dershowitz was on his show, and really, I have to say, Alan Dershowitz is really coming off really well, and said this to him. This is what Dershowitz told Sean Hannity.
I really think that you should have disclosed your relationship with Cohen when you talked about him on this show. You could have said just that you had asked him for advice or whatever, but I think it would have been much, much better had you disclosed that relationship. You were in a difficult situation,
If you understand
obviously.
The nature of it, Professor, I'm going to deal with this later in the show.
No, I understand.
It was minimal. I put out a statement about it.
You should have said that, and that would have been fair to say that it was minimal.
That's
Look,
fine.
You were in a tough position because A, you had to talk about Cohen, and B, you didn't want the fact that you had spoken to him to be revealed. And you had the right, by the way, not to have your identity revealed.
I have the right to privacy.
Right.
I do.
You know, it's a complex situation when you're speaking to millions of people.
Professor, it was such a minor relationship in terms of, and it had to do with real estate and nothing political.
I understand that.
Good advice from an honest guy, but it's tactical advice. You do it so you look like you're, that you're guiltless. You don't do it because you have to or because it's a conflict of interest. If what Sean Hannity says is true, and I'm sure it is, if what he says is true, there is no conflict of interest. And as John Nolte wrote brilliantly today, we just saw James Comey interviewed about his investigation into Hillary Clinton by the man, George Stephanopoulos, who said to Hillary Clinton, "I love you, Hillary," and was her operative. I mean, they're all Democrat operatives. And so Nolte is saying, let us now have the Sean Hannity standard where every single person who covers the news has to reveal his connections. Did Barack Obama go to Martha Radiss's wedding? Yes, he did. She has to reveal that. So he says, Nolte says, now we got to have the Sean Hannity standard. But Hannity should stand fast. He should, I'm sure he will. He's a rock about stuff like this. He should not apologize. There's no point apologizing.